My 2 cents, motherfucker.
What up, y'all? DCFAYGOGUY. So it is the hot topic of the weekend. Fearless Fred Fury is postponed. We finally got our info that we've all been wanting, We didn't know what was going on. There was no pre-orders. I guess glad we got it 2 days before the release date versus 2 days after the release date. A lot of people are pissed off that it was like such short notice, but I'm more of a make lemonade out of lemons kind of guy, so at least we got it 2 days before versus 2 days after where we're like, what the fuck, you know what I mean? But anyway, I wanted to drop my thoughts on the actual postponing because I was like a lot of people, I was disappointed and I was let down, but I found my way to make lemonade out of lemons. I think the postponing is awesome in a couple of ways, and I'm looking at it like in a positive light because it's been a long time since I've done this, and I just restarted doing this for this release. I'm actually going to go through and listen to ICP's entire discography, and I didn't start until like last week, so I'm just now getting it about halfway through Riddlebox. I get an hour lunch at work, so I've just been putting each album, like 3 or 4 of the albums, on my phone and listening to them in chronological order, and I'm at Riddlebox right now. So the postponing kind of gives me the ability to continue doing that because they've released a crap ton of albums, obviously. And then the other thing is I have a new video series that I want to start completely and 100% inspired by CPN's live stream last Sunday, where he went and had polls picking the best Hollow-Wicked track of ICP's discography. That inspired me to do something very similar, where we go through each of the albums and find the best song from ICP. So that's a new series that's going to be coming out. I got to figure out how I want to do the voting because I don't feel like the voting system he had quite worked out, because you could actually vote more than once, and I don't know. I kind of want there only to be one vote, so I'm still figuring out how I want to do that series. So the postponing gives me the ability to release that series to basically find out what all the best songs are of their discography from the viewers. But then the other thing is of course there's that deep, meaningful symbolism now that's going to fall with Fearless Fred Fury, because of course it falls on February 15th, which is the second month, the 15th day. Add it up, it's 17. That's kind of dope. I think that's kind of cool. And not only that, it's on a Friday in February, the 15th. So Fearless Fred Fury, FFF. You see where I'm going with there. All the symbolisms with that. But there is something else dope. I know a lot of people were disappointed. A lot of people were looking forward to getting it this weekend because Hollow-Wicked's coming up. And they were like, what a better time to listen to the new album than being in Detroit, being at the 25th annual Hollow-Wicked, and listening to this new Joker's card. But I think maybe some people overlooked. I don't know if they did or not. Shanzi pointed it out to me because I totally overlooked it. Me, him, Coma, and Megs had a little Facebook chat where we were talking about the album being pushed back, and Shanzi pointed out the fact that it's the 15th, and isn't Juggalo Day the 17th? So far, every year that they've done it, it's been the 17th, which means Fearless Fred Fury will be out just in time for Juggalo Day. So, I mean, how dope is that? I think it would be cool to theme Juggalo Day around that. I doubt that they will. I doubt they do any kind of special performance for the album just because it will have just been released. I think it would be cool if they do. I know they've been touring a lot lately, which to me is like, when they first announced when it was coming out at the Gathering, I was like, this seems way too soon. I mean, they're talking about doing the Malenko and Friends tour at the Gathering. They were talking about doing Looney Goons at the Gathering. And just that part of July, they were still in the studio recording. And I'm like, there's no way this album is going to be ready by October. So I was almost expecting it. I'm not going to say, oh, I knew it, I called it. I'm not going to try to say that kind of shit. But I was in my mind like, how is this enough time? If they were going on the Malenko and Friends tour, that was before they ever announced the Hollow-Wicked Traveling Freak Show tour. So it being pushed back, it seems like a good idea just because they've still been touring. They've been doing a lot of shows lately. So I think after the Hollow-Wicked Freak Show Traveling Tour is done, which it almost is now, November, December, and January, they can focus 100% on finishing up the album. Of course, I know Big Ballas is coming up, which is just one show. but they'll have 3 months now to really focus and fine tune and put finishing touches on the actual album. Another thing that I saw the homie Black and Red Ted mentioned or pointed out in the actual ICP post that it had been postponed is I wasn't really under this assumption, but I guess maybe I was. Apparently, you will have to pay for Flip the Rat EP. The wording of it is, in order to get it, you have to send your proof of purchase with payment to get Flip the Rat, the EP. So I honestly don't remember. I guess I didn't pay enough attention to the Flip the Rat if it was supposed to be something we would get for free or not. They did say it would be available the same day, and the only way to get Flip the Rat EP would be by getting a physical copy of Fearless Fred Fury. So I guess maybe I was kind of under the same assumption that you would get the EP for free, but definitely it's confirmed you will have to pay for that EP by sending in your proof of purchase, which I'm okay with that. I mean, I'm kind of looking at Flip the Rat EP as a sideshow EP, even though I guess it could or couldn't be. It may or may not be. I'm going to classify it as a sideshow EP because most of the time when they do EPs, that's what they are. They are sideshow EPs. So, I'm treating the postponing as maybe a blessing in disguise. It gives them the ability to make sure everything's ready. I mean, if they've been touring like crazy since the gathering, I mean, Linko and Friends, Hollowicked Traveling Freak Show, how have they had the time to finish this thing? You know, they didn't have pre-order packages. Everybody's been waiting for them for months, so we could have ran into very similar situations that we've seen time and time again where the pre-orders are late and everybody gets their albums late and everybody's pissed off about that instead. So this to me gives them the time to properly make sure it's ready, not have a rushed product. I'm treating it with that kind of optimism. It gives them that ability to do that, plus the various other reasons I mentioned before. So am I disappointed? Yes. I would have loved to have had the album yesterday, been rocking it right now, but I'm okay with waiting a little bit longer. I mean, there's plenty of vinyls coming out to keep me kind of satisfied. I know a lot of people aren't into the vinyl game, but there's enough that they're doing for me to keep me satisfied until February comes around. So, and not only that, Christmas season's coming up, so you know how that goes. You get yourself a little Christmas present in the form of a pre-order. Open up a little Christmas card with proof of pre-order. That'd be a funny ass gift. If somebody does that, I want you to reach out to me and let me know. If you get that for Christmas, if you get a little printout showing proof that it was pre-ordered, I want to know because I think that would be hilarious. But anyway, I'm treating it with optimism. Am looking forward to the album. Disappointed it didn't come out, but it is what it is. I just hope they use this time to make sure it is ready. I hope we get the single when they say we'll get it. I hope we get the pre-orders when they say we'll get it. And I hope the album's ready, and I hope it's right where it needs to be when it comes out. So leave your thoughts down below, and thank you guys for watching.